Berg Show, listen. You besmirched my homie. You do it on a regular basis. You bully my homie. You call her horse face. You're trying to say she's extorted you for money, talking about Molasses Murphy.
Fuck you!
Bergs, you're gross. You're grotesque. You're nasty. You want to spoon feed women your defecation.
You little prick! Fuck you!
By the way, you're talking about you're going to sue her? Well, what are you waiting for, Chief? Get the show on the road here. Stop with the threats. Stop with the talking. And get your lawyer on the horn and get the ball rolling. What are you waiting for?
Hello?
So we got this freaking horse face, buck-tooth, extortion rat, and also this noodles running around.
Defaming me, slandering me, extorting me.
You don't have to help anybody. That's what this country's all about. That's deplorable, unfathomable, improbable.
If you've been injured, call us. But keep in mind, you need to really be injured.
Oh! Guys, I'm going live on 2 channels right now. Going live on Muscles Galore 1980 and also N-Word 1980. That's right. I was on Mark's, I was watching Mark's today. And Witty Widow brought up a good point about nepotism in politics. And she's like, what does the Trump family have to do with politics? And I thought about it, and I was like, because I'm going to be honest with you. Any man who wants to volunteer to lead you or lead your country to war or success or anything, I got to question all that. All right, I'm going to question all that, especially if their kids want to get involved. All right, 100% red flag. Right. But even if it wasn't their kids, any man who wants to tell you what to do and how to live your life and create laws based on his belief of what the Constitution or the United States is about or freedom's about, I'm going to question. I don't think that any man should be doing that. I think the only thing in the universe that should be doing that is the creator of the universe. I think that's the only thing that is qualified to lead the human race to anything. Now, I want to point out, all right, I want to point something out, that when people start picking and choosing who's falling into this nepotism bullshit about, the Trumps, Witty Widow doesn't like the Trumps. There's no big secret there. She does not like the Trumps. But she does look past other people. And again, Father Kennedy was a bootlegger. All right, wasn't a good man. Was not a good man. How did his kids get into politics? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. The father has been involved in politics. The father Kennedy, the whole time he was bootlegging illegal alcohol throughout the United States during Prohibition. All right. The guy was paying off politicians. He knew how it worked. He was rigging elections, etc. Something that I've never heard the Trumps being accused of, but I'm sure they will. I'm sure their haters out there have accused them of stuff like that. But there's been documentaries on the Kennedys. I mean, you want to talk about nepotism. The whole family was involved. The whole family. And again, this all came from bootlegging. The whole thing came from an illegal activity. So for someone to say, hey, listen, nepotism shouldn't be involved in, or nepotism's a big red flag when it comes to politics. Yeah. But again, let's stop picking and choosing. Let's stop picking on the Trumps because, they're white and successful and whatever. But we're not going to pick on the other white successful people because they're part of the Democratic Party. They blah, blah, blah. And this doesn't just stop with white politicians. This goes on with the King family, the X family, so on and so on. Sharpton. So all their children are involved. All right, and you guys are going to say, well, that's dangerous. Let me tell you something. There are plenty of family businesses all over the country that are very successful because they're family businesses, and nepotism plays a very big part in that. Very big part in that. But I will say this. When I was involved with the family business, I wasn't ruling people's lives. I wasn't creating laws. I wasn't saying, hey, listen, I want a reign of rule over other human beings for 100 years. Because if you think about it, the Kennedys have been ruling over other human beings for how long? How long? In politics. Just close to 100 years? I mean, you start with Father Kennedy, the bootlegger, the guy who'd been breaking laws, paying politicians off, rigging elections. If I didn't tell you that it was Father Kennedy that was doing this, you would think, oh, it was the Trumps. It's the Trumps. And again, the Sharpton family, the X family, the King family, all doing the same crap. All doing the same crap. So let's not pretend that when you bring up nepotism and bad things with politics, it's only Trump. And I want to point out that you got some highly educated biracial people out there that were elected into seats of power, like Barack Hussein Obama. Now, the daughters are a little bit more black than Barack, and in my opinion, who cares, right? Because at the end of the day, it's really who raises the kids, right? It has nothing to do with race. I want to point this out. Not only was Barack Hussein Obama a biracial president, but he wasn't raised by black people. He was raised by whites. All right. Now, when people say he was the first black president, I take offense to that. I think that's very disgusting. He wasn't. He was the first biracial president raised by white people. All right. He was not part of any culture whatsoever. Black culture skated past this guy. Or this guy skated past black culture. The only thing he had going for him in the black community was the fact that his father was black. The father who ignored him his entire life. And we never celebrate that, right? Never. Anyway, moving on to the Obama children. The Obama children decide, hey, listen, I want to one day get into politics. Well, who do you think is going to help them out with that? Who do you think is going to help out the Obama children to become politicians? And to think that they're not going to be politicians, I mean, really? Remember that filthy, disgusting-looking pig, Chelsea Clinton? You know why she didn't become a politician? Because she married a Jew. All right? Jews have all the power. She doesn't need any more power. First of all, she's a Clinton. She married a Jew. Not getting into politics. Well, I think she might have dabbled. But who do you think helped her get into politics? It wasn't Donald Trump. I'll tell you that. It wasn't Ivanka Trump. I mean, you want to talk about nepotism. So again, let's stop picking and choosing. Let's stop picking and choosing and pointing out that, hey, listen, these Southerners from Arkansas who were involved in all this shady shit, Southerners, by the way, Southerners, who supported a senator who was Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan at one point, who gave a vigil for this guy. If I didn't tell you it was Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton, you would tell me today, oh, it must have been Trump. It must have been Trump. So again, let's not pick and choose, Magda. Let's not pick and choose. And give me a break. Come on. It's not fair. And I get it. I get it. Red flags all over the place. Red flags everywhere. Any man or woman who's going to tell you how to live your life, red flags. So I leave my family business, right? I had security, right? And that's a plus with nepotism, because that's what's bad about nepotism as well. You're not going to get fired. You're not going to suffer the same consequences as someone who isn't involved with the family. All right, you're going to get a little leeway. You're going to, blah blah blah. That's what's bad about nepotism, especially when you're ruling over other people. Now, when it comes to the United States and the Constitution of the United States, what is keeping us, or what is keeping the government from creating a form of nepotism, like an all boys club or an all girls club or whatever, where these senators stick around for like 40 years, and you know what they're going to do? They're going to be working for certain lobby groups or whatever. You know that, all right? And it's not technically nepotism, but it's definitely a gang. Well, what's stopping that? I mean, why don't we have a problem with that? This guy knows that guy knows this guy. He's going to stay in office for 40 years, 20 years. Oh, we have special investigators that take care of that. Well, who are these people? Do you know any of them? Just out of curiosity, do you know any of them? And how many times have these politicians been investigated and nothing happens? I mean, listen, investigate Trump all you want. The guy's not going to jail. The guy's not going to jail. Investigate any of these people. You might get some guy that was associated or whatever, but none of these like politicians like Byrd. This guy fucking Robert Byrd or whatever, head of the Ku Klux Klan at one point. Head of the Ku Klux Klan. And by the way, I want to point out that we want to forgive this guy for being a complete dirtbag. This Robert Byrd fucking guy, right? Who's passed away, who's no longer with us. We want to forgive him, right? But we don't want to forgive G Mangos. We want to give Mr. Byrd a pass, but not Mr. Mangos. Magda, come on. Let's stop picking and choosing. Let's stop it. Now, there's only one thing that these people fear. One thing that we have up our sleeves as citizens of the United States to keep these politicians, local law enforcement, local governments all in check, or at least scared. That's the Second Amendment. And the fact that every citizen is allowed to join a militia, bear arms, and take up arms, their own arms, by the way, against their government. Now, no one wants to see that happen, right? Never want to see that happen. But that's the only thing. And you want to complain about nepotism. It doesn't just stop there. You can't just complain about nepotism. We're picking and choosing what we're complaining about. Magda. Hey, Jericho, what's up? Or Jethro. Yeah, Jethro. We washed our hands of it. Well, here's the thing. It shouldn't even get to that point. And the reason why it's getting to that point, inbred, is because you guys pick and choose. Oh, it's okay for the Kennedys to do it, but not the Trumps. Or it's okay for the Trumps to do it, not the Kennedys. This is why this stuff happens. I don't vote for people. All right, I don't do that because I don't think anyone's qualified. I don't think anyone's qualified to tell me what to do. I don't trust another man that I've never met in my life, right? Never met in my life. I mean, think about it. Think about how many times you go to the doctor and you get a third opinion, a fourth opinion. That means you don't trust the fucking doctor. The guy's got a fucking degree. You're making up your own mind based on the information that the doctor's giving you. You guys aren't robots. As much as you wish you were, you're not. And neither is Nick. Neither is Anderson Henderson. The list goes on and on. John Camillo, Lolly Cunningham, Botter. Well, Botter, he's a robot, but you know what I mean. It's true. Well, you know what, Inbred? I think you're right. But I think the reason why he was so good was because he was raised by white people. There's been no president that has been raised by black people. Think about it. None of them. None of them. It has nothing to do with skin color whatsoever. It's based on who you're raised by, all right? And it so happens to be that white people are more qualified to be raising future presidents than anyone else. I mean, think about it. Our most colored president was raised by white people. And Jericho right here is saying he's ranked number 10. The guy was a senator for how long? What qualifications does this guy have? I mean, think about it. Look, Obama was the best. You want to know why? Because he was raised by white people. I don't know what you guys don't get. Black people need to start being raised by white people. And this is what I'm getting at. No more reparations. You want reparations? Let us raise your children. Let us do it. Oh no! You can't do that. You can't do that. Well, why? You want to elect another man to tell you how to raise your kids? And guess what? That man was raised by white people. You just elected the oldest white man to tell you what to do. Guys, come on, why not? Why not? What are you afraid of? Look at what happened to Barack Hussein Obama. You really think that if he was raised by that Kenyan prince, you really think that he would have been president of the United States? Come on. He would have been doing all this mumbo jumbo talk. He wouldn't have sounded like he does today. Come on. Let's stop playing stupid. And let's stop picking and choosing. Come on. You want to point out everything else, but not that. Come on. Trump trolled his entire presidency and more jobs than Obama. Well, listen. Do you trust any of these people? Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Holy shit. Oh my God. Is this person fucking retarded? Sorry. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about trolling. All right. You want to know who was trolled? The American people. And I'm going to tell you why. The shit that Trump was talking about right before the election, how he wanted to open up everything, how the vaccine was coming out. What happened? The vaccine came out. This guy was saying open everything up. I'm telling you right now, if and this is picking and choosing again. This is why I got a problem with it. All right. If Trump was president and we opened everything up like we're doing now, people would be screaming in the streets, calling him a murderer. A murderer. And let's not pretend like that wouldn't happen. Let's not pretend like that wouldn't happen. Kamala Harris, right? You don't see her doing anything. Yeah, she barely talks. She doesn't go down to the fucking the border. She's not doing anything. She created a new date in the calendar. That's all she did. If this was Trump, everyone would be like, "Oh, he's in Mar-a-Lago playing golf." You guys are picking and choosing again. I'm not saying don't be on top of these people. Don't give these people a break. Don't. Make it very difficult for them. But don't pick and choose. Stop it. That's how people get away with stuff. You're turning a blind eye to certain people, either because of the color of their skin, their political affiliations, or their beliefs. Oh, he can't do anything wrong because he's this. No, he wouldn't do that because he's this. How do you fucking know that? Again. Obama was raised by white people. He was not raised by blacks. He's not even black. He's biracial. He's as much black as he is white. So why do you guys continue to call him the first black president? That's racist within itself. Like he was some kind of fucking, like special panda bear in the zoo. He's a hybrid. And he wasn't raised by two colors. Because I know that's how you guys see everything. I know you guys see everything as black and white. Well, guess what? It's social and economical. If it's not social and economical, explain to me, again, why, after the whole civil rights movement, nothing got better. It got worse. Crime is still up in the black community. Nothing has changed. The unemployment rate in the black community is astronomical. Except when Trump was elected, though. We never want to point that out, by the way. Because we're picking and choosing, remember? Remember? Guys, you're being lied to. And you guys are being told if you do not look this way, or if you don't think this way, or if you talk this way, you're an idiot. How many times have you heard that people from the South are retarded? Well, guess what? Most of our Democratic leaders were from the South. And I agree, they're retarded. I mean, did Bill Clinton, was he accused of raping women? By the way, he was accused of raping women, just so you know. Just like Bill Cosby, a northerner, a black northerner. Bill Cosby. All right. Did he do that because he's a southerner? Or he's a man? Because we don't want to lump all races together, but we will do it with like sexual orientation. Because everyone who's straight must think a certain way, or everyone who's gay must think a certain way, right? We can do that, but we can't do it with race. I think if you start talking to people, especially transgender people, you'll be pleasantly surprised how they all don't fucking think the same. I know it's mind-blowing to you and you want to pretend that you know how transgender people feel. Guess what? You don't. Because a majority of you are not transgender. And even if you are, you're not speaking for fucking everyone. The LGBTQ community does not speak for every fucking transgender person, or every gay, or every queer, or every lesbian, or whatever you want to fucking call them. Just like the President of the United States does not speak for me. Or I don't speak for you. But you want to elect people to do that, right? The fuck out of here. White orange. Dude, listen. As you guys can see, I have a lot of time to think about this stuff. A lot of time. There's no good reason. Give me one good reason why I would elect anyone to tell me what to do. And why do you do the same? Just out of curiosity. Because that's how it works? Who told you that? Who fucking told you that? The same people who told you that fucking the Pilgrims were great and that we landed on the moon. Come on. Christopher Columbus was a hero. Come on, losers. Stop being so gay. I love when you watch the news. I used to watch the news a lot, right? And they would get an analyst on or someone that represented a community. Who's in this fucking community? You're not representing me. You're not going to be talking for an entire community. How can one man do that? What do they think? They're Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ was walking on water. None of these people fucking walk on water. None of them. And none of them are dying for your fucking sins. Oh, I'm gonna talk for an entire race of people. The KKK does that. The KKK talks for the white race, all right? Just remember that. All you fucking white idiots out there that want to pretend you know how black people feel. Get the fuck out of here. You might know how one or two of them feel, but you don't know how all of them feel. And I guarantee you, the one or two of them are going to have different opinions on everything. And no one has the same fucking opinion. Unless it comes to blowjobs and heterosexual men. Most heterosexual men love blowjobs, but not all of them. Not all of them. Dude, inbred, exactly. Make these motherfuckers pay. You want to talk about fairness? You know what Trump, you know what I loved about Trump, all right? The guy came out and he goes, these tax laws are fucking unfair. He goes, I want every American to act like me and try not to pay them. Fight them. He's like, I didn't do anything illegal. He goes, I used their tax laws against them. And every American should do that. Why is that guy wrong for saying that? Because your tax money goes to programs? Well, guess what? Then everyone should pay, right? Everyone. Well, guess what? Not everyone works. Not everyone's paying taxes. Politics are corrupt no matter what's... That's what I'm saying. Out on the wire. These people are picking and choosing who they're attacking and why they're attacking them. Based on the color of their skin, their political affiliation, and probably who they're married to. And now, where they're from. I mean, come on, guys. The Kennedys, the Camelot was created by a fucking bootlegger. Not just a bootlegger, but a guy who probably was involved in murders, extortion, racketeering, and election rigging. The beloved Kennedys. And you think that's bullshit? There's plenty of documentaries on it. But we want to complain about Trump. Well, guess what? Guess what happens when you just complain about Trump? You say, nah, well, the Kennedys are different. No, they're not. They're worse. Worse. And again, you guys are picking and choosing, so people like that get a free pass. They get a free pass, and they continue to do this shit. It's a joke to them. You people have to start being individuals. You have to start being individuals. You know, I mean, the only thing that you have are the morals, but where do those morals come from? You have to understand why you do things, right? You know why we created plumbing? Or I'm sorry, the Italians created plumbing, or the Romans? Because they didn't like the smell of shit, all right? They didn't like the smell of shit, but the rest of the world, they were just like, we don't care, we'll shit wherever. The Romans were like, no. We don't like the smell of shit. Now the rest of the world doesn't like the smell of shit. Where do those morals come from? And how has it benefited us? You guys don't even know where your morals came from. None of you. I know you were taught them, but why? Where did they come from? You're going to be pleasantly surprised when you find out that most of them come from Christianity and from religions. Not just one religion, but religions. But the fact that we're Americans, or most of us here are Americans, or white, I hate to tell you guys, but most of your morals came from white Jesus. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. You don't like that. But that's the truth. Oh, my grandfather's. Where did he learn it from? I'm not saying that we're great. We all know right from wrong, but someone had to teach it to us. The girl that was raised by wolves, do you think she knew the difference between right and wrong? No. She had no fucking clue. She's probably getting fucking banged by fucking wolves. Think about it. I guarantee you that little girl that was raised by wolves got fucked by wolves at least once or twice. Think about it. She didn't know the difference between fucking right or wrong. I forgot the person's name. Out on the wire, if you can find out the name of the woman who was raised by wolves. I think it might have been two girls. You're right, inbred. You're absolutely right. And the winners write the fucking history. Why do you think Hitler was going to burn all those books? Because he won. He was going to rewrite history. We know this is possible. We have video of it. Some people that are alive today witnessed it. And you guys want to take away people's guns? You want to take away people's right to defend themselves against government? Their last-ditch defense? Guys. Pathetic. Please stop with this. Stop with this retardedness. Yes, religion does become more corrupt. Again, if you let any man or woman lead you, they're gonna fuck up. Dude, they're gonna fuck up. You're married to a fuck up. If any of you are married, you know what I'm talking about. You're married to a fuck up. The person that you chose out of all the human beings on the face of on planet Earth is a fuck up. Your kids are fucked up. The most cherished prize. The thing that you would fucking die for, that you possibly almost died for. They're fucked up. There's something wrong with everyone. Why do you need? Okay, so again, guys, tell me what war recently was fought and won with a musket or a bow and arrow or anything like that. What war? And what war have we been fighting for 20 years? Against cavemen with AK-47s. 20 years we've been fighting this war. So don't tell me we don't need guns with fucking that shoot 100,000 million fucking rounds. What are you guys talking about? Oh, well, how are you going to defend yourself against the fucking army with bombs and planes? Or they've been doing it in fucking the Middle East for 20 years, 20 plus years. Cavemen. These are fucking cavemen who believe in a spaghetti god, right? With AK-47s. The most powerful fucking armed force in the world. Don't tell me it can't be done. It's happening in front of your stupid eyes. You people are fucking idiots. Half of you are doped up on drugs. Half of you have no fucking belief in a creator whatsoever. You only believe in yourself. But yet, you'll trust a man who you don't know to tell you what to do. Unreal. Unfucking real. And you guys know I'm right about this. Think about it. We have people that we don't even know telling us how we can love people and who we can love. Think about that. Think about how crazy that is. It's not like it's your parents telling you. Don't pretend. that you even listen to your fucking parents, by the way. Don't even pretend. You'd rather listen to a guy you've never met before in your life than your fucking parents. And I know you guys know you know what I'm talking about. You probably gave your parents more shit than you ever given this guy Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. And these people risk their life for you. Not Kamala Harris or fucking Joe Biden. They don't even know who the fuck you are. They don't even know you exist. And you guys are going to run your mouths for them? Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. There's no way. Come on. There's no way. Blows my mind, man. Blows my mind. And guys, I'm not talking to children here. I'm talking to adults. I assume I am. I assume that I am talking to adults. Because Google and YouTube will not let me have any kind of access to anything that allows me to find out who you are or how old you are. So I don't want to hear about this nepotism bullshit. Nepotism. The most successful companies ever created based off of nepotism. Nepotism, these companies that were created, right? Because of nepotism, because they wanted a family empire, right? Have employed millions and millions of people. Employed those people so that their kids that want to go to college got fucking medical, vision. People don't have fucked up teeth anymore. You ever notice that? People don't have fucked up teeth anymore because of nepotism. But when a man tells you what to do, right, or asks you to vote for him, to put him in an office or a place of power, just remember this. Just remember this. The Kennedys, Camelot, was created off of bootlegging, extortion, racketeering, rigged elections. Let's not pick and choose. A barbecue? For what? It's raining here. Well, it was raining. It was kind of shitty out. 30% of our country worships one man, and he is a lunatic. That's scary. Well, yeah, it is. It's scary when they worship any man. I mean, think about it. You're absolutely right. You're 100% right. Think about Jonestown. Think about Marilyn Manson. Not Marilyn. Charles Manson. Think about anyone anyway. Think about these football players, these basketball players. You got people running around in bars, in stadiums, with face paint and numbers on their backs. Because somehow they think that they're invested in a team or a player. You know, next time I run into CC Sabathia, I'm gonna be like, hey, you know that guy Bergs? He's gonna be like, no. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, he said he's your number one fan. How do you not know him? How do you not know who Bergs is? Bergs loves you. Oh, I don't know that guy. David Koresh, exactly. Exactly. Guys, you know, again, this is like cult mentality. You're going to pick on Donald Trump, but not anyone else because of who they are, what political affiliates they run with, the color of their skin. That's very bizarre. That's so weird. Strange. I'm just glad that most of you agree. You know what's fucked up? You know what's really fucked up? Right? You ever watch any documentaries on the Branch Davidian? You know why they went after those people? You know why they said that there was child abuse going on? Because the IRS was looking for a reason to seize their property. Did you know that? The IRS was looking for a reason to seize their property. It's sick. It's sick and disgusting. There was an investigation done by the local police, by the sheriff's department. Sheriff's department went back to the FBI because now the IRS was involved and they wanted this property seized. They wanted these people to pay. There's no way they were going to let these people get away with not paying taxes. And the sheriff's department said, no one's being abused over there. We investigated it. No. Now they have illegal guns over there. They have illegal guns. You know they never found any illegal guns in that place? They never found any illegal guns in that compound. There were guns. They were not illegal. None of them were. And they said, oh, they were modified. Doesn't this sound familiar? With the whole bump stock thing and that whole fucking Mandalay Bay thing, modified. Does it ring a bell to you guys? I've shot the bump stock. All right. You want to know what happens with those things? They jam up. The rate of fire increases and decreases dramatically. I never heard that once. Never heard that once in audio when I was seeing these people getting shot at. Just so you guys know, all right? It's easier to take a piece of plastic, all right, drop it in the gun, and turn it into a fully automatic rifle or pistol or anything like that than it is to fucking install a bump stock on a fucking rifle. Just so you know. If you don't believe me, go look up 3D printed auto drop-in auto sears. And when you see what an auto sear looks like, you tell me. You tell me you think the guy fucking put a bump stock on there? Or do you think the guy fucking put an auto sear in there? Which was totally illegal, by the way. You know what a drop-in auto sear looks like? It's in the shape of an L. And you know what you do? Just drop it in. You know how you install a bump stock? You gotta take the pistol grip off. You gotta take the butt stock off. You gotta remove the tube the buffer tube. You gotta replace all the stuff. You gotta get the right weight fucking buffer tube in there. And then once you have all that done, right? Once you have all that done, then you gotta master it. It doesn't just go off in your hand. It's bumping it. You're bumping it. There's an art to it. You can look up. There's tons of videos on this bump stock stuff. Go look up any bump stock video, right? Where a guy goes through more than one magazine without it jamming up, or a failure to feed, or anything like that. Did you hear any failures to feed? Did you hear any jamming of it? No. You know what? If you look throughout history, right? They've been trying to scare people away from laws for a very long time. It's legal for you to own a machine gun in this country, right? It's very expensive, but it's legal. It's legal for you to own a silencer. It's expensive to own a silencer, but you can own them. It's legal for you to own explosive destructive devices in this country. It's expensive to own them, but you can own them. They scare people away from owning them. And one of the first things that they've ever done to scare people away was create a law. And one of the first laws that they created, you had to be able to sign your name. You had to be able to write your name. Well, guess what? At that time, most black people in the United States could not sign their name. They didn't know how to spell their name. They didn't know how to write down their name. And people were afraid of black people getting guns. Now we're afraid of children or mentally these lunatics getting guns, going to churches, going to schools, public areas. Listen, I'm scared of it. I think there's always a possibility of that. I just heard a guy this morning at the deli in J Street saying that he was fed up with the construction over there and he was going to come in and fucking kill everybody. Black guy, by the way. Black guy. He probably knew how to spell his name. He probably knew how to write his name down on a piece of paper. So how are we going to stop these dangerous black people from owning guns? We have to make it illegal. But even when you do that, I mean, look what happened in Times Square the other day. Black man with a gun. What law stopped that guy from doing anything? There's tons of black guys with guns in New York City running around illegally. There's probably tons of white people running around with guns illegally. Well, what law is going to stop these people from doing that? What law? What consequence? Tell me. So, constitutional law supersedes anything and everything. All right. Now you can say what the law means. They can go back and forth and whatever. They have these things called the federal papers, or I think that's what they're called, where the writers of the Constitution said, I kind of see people in the future not understanding what we're writing down here. They're Federalist Papers, yeah. I kind of foresee this happening. So what did they do? All of them sat down and they wrote down specifically why they were putting these words on paper, so there would be no argument. And now everyone wants to forget about these papers or these writings. We have documents where these guys who founded the Constitution, who wrote the Constitution, sat down and said, we want to put this in there, we want to put that in there. They said, I could see a couple scumbags in the future saying we didn't really mean this. We got to write down exactly why we put this in here. And they did. The only reason, as an American, that you can own a firearm or any arm to defend yourself is to defend yourself against tyrannical governments, tyrannical laws that go against the Constitution, that go against your individual rights, It's not to go kill bear or Indians or moose or robbers in the night. At that time, the robbers were fucking the English, the British. They were coming into people's houses, confiscating private property. They said, fuck that. If that happens, go kill them. Shoot them. That's exactly what they said. Kill them. Pick up anything you got. You got a rock, a piece of glass, it's an arm. Use it. Confiscation of private property, all right, if it's unconstitutional, that's an act of terrorism. And we get terrorized by our federal government all the time, and no one does anything until some fucking crazy guy out in Texas. Remember that guy with the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, wanted to take away his cattle or something like that. Remember that? And a group of people said, "Fuck you." And what did they do? They went there with their rifles, anything they had, and they confronted BLM. The ATF shows up. They confronted them. They said, "Get the fuck out of here." And you know, remember what Harry Reid declared them? Do you remember? Terrorists. Harry Reid, a guy you've never met before in your life. A guy, by the way, that you only hear on Fox News, CNN, all this media. You don't know the fucking guy. Even if you met the guy, he don't fucking know you. Guys, I'm not crazy. You're the crazy ones. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You have no idea. No one's calling for a revolution, but I'm telling you something right now. At least I'm not. There are people that want a revolution. You think these people don't exist? I'm telling you right now, they do. I don't. I never want to see that in my life. In fact, I am so privileged and lucky to never have to see that in my life, hopefully. And my kids, I don't want my kids to ever live through that. But if it does happen, I hope that my kids are able to defend themselves. I hope that my wife is, my brothers, my sisters, you. Who's going to defend you? Some guy you don't even know? Harry Reid? Nancy Pelosi? And again, guys, if Hitler was such a fucking Nazi and a dictator and everything, why would you not want to own firearms? If there was a potential that Donald Trump was the next Mussolini, right? Why would you not want people to own firearms? That's like saying, you know about what happened during World War II, but we don't want the Jews to defend themselves. We never wanted that. That's not the right thing to do. No. It doesn't matter that 6 million of them are going to die. It doesn't matter. We just don't want them to defend themselves. Right? They had no right to defend themselves. No right whatsoever. 6 million Jews. No, I'm sorry. No right to defend yourself. Even though we know what happened to them. Right? Hello? Right? We're not worried about a government taking 6 million people and fucking throwing them into a fucking oven or a hole somewhere. We're worried about some fucking psychotic kid getting hold of a fucking gun and running into a school. Duh! Genocide's not a thing anymore. Genocide is not a thing anymore. It's the old way. It's not like ISIS is running around, or ISIL. Remember Obama tried to play that one, ISIL? Running around fucking beheading people, making snuff videos every day. Making high def snuff videos. That's not happening, right? They shouldn't be able to defend themselves, though. No. Guns are bad. Guns are bad. Guns are bad unless the cop has it, or a soldier that you've never met before in your life. They're allowed to walk around town with them, but not you. Well, let me ask you a question. Why are cops qualified? Why are soldiers qualified to carry around guns? Why? Is there a qualification? Because I'm telling you right now, if there's a qualification, let me take it. And when I get that qualification, will you be okay with me walking around with a gun? No, because you're fucking picking and choosing. Give me a fucking break. And again, guys, I've said this before. Get rid of all guns. Don't take them from the fucking military. Make everyone fucking take their guns, throw them in a fucking vat, melt them all down, turn them into plowshares like the Bible says, and let's start fucking planting trees and making babies. I'm all down for that. But it's not happening. Because I own a gun, do you think I'm blood hungry? I'm thirsty for blood? I'm laying in wait for people? No. And again, the only reason why I am allowed to own a gun, according to the federal government, and I'm not saying this, by the way, the federal government is telling me this, and telling you this, by the way. I'm not saying this. I'm not dictating to you. The federal government is saying this based on the Constitution. That you have the right to defend your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, property, whatever, against tyrannical governments and unfair, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Arms. You can take up arms against someone if they do this. I'm not telling you this. The federal government is. And you know why? You know why they can't get rid of it? Because it's written on a piece of paper. Just like the words in the Bible. Just like most mathematical equations. The secrets of the universe. All written on paper. So let's stop pretending that just because it was written in a book doesn't mean that it doesn't mean anything. Most of your love letters, if you're my age or whatever, were written on a fucking piece of paper. Your birth certificate's on a fucking piece of paper. These are documents. Well, let me tell you something out on the wire. I used to do qualifications for NYPD. If they didn't pass those qualifications, guess what? They couldn't carry a gun. Simple as that. They could still be cops. They weren't carrying guns. And my authority is given to me by the Constitution of the United States, the Second Amendment. So give me the qualifications, and my authority is right there. The Second Amendment, the Constitution. So there you go. Case closed. Now, I'm not trying to be rough with you guys. It's just that I've been back and forth with this already. Trust me. And again, people are going to say, well, what about an atom bomb? What about a nuclear bomb? What fucking nuclear bomb is held by one person? You think that one person is just holding on to a nuclear bomb? It doesn't work that way. Don't be stupid. It takes a facility to house a nuclear bomb. It takes people 24/7 to house a nuclear bomb. A pistol I can have on me all the time. I can put it by my bed. I can put it on my side. I can't carry around a fucking nuclear bomb. I'm telling you something right now. If guns were exploding all the time, right? And sometimes they do, and companies get sued. That business would go under. Let me tell you something. You guys that say, "Well, I don't ever want to buy a gun." I'm not telling you to buy a gun. But you know who's telling you to buy guns? You know who forces you to buy guns every day? The federal government and the IRS. Every single time you pay taxes. You're buying a gun. You're buying a nuclear weapon. You're buying a tank. You're buying a fucking airplane, a warhead, whatever. So don't give me that shit. They interviewed Osama bin Laden one time. They said, "Why did you do that? Why did you blow up the World Trade Center? Those people didn't do anything to you." He goes, "Well, they're taxpayers." He goes, "They've all contributed to the death of Muslims all across the world." Quote, Osama Hussein bin Laden. So don't give me that shit. And you pay a man that you don't even know to walk around your town with fucking firearms. And guess what? It's not just a fucking pistol and a fucking and a taser. They have fucking ARs. They have shotguns in those fucking cars. With those pesky 30-round magazines that you hate so much. Did you know that? It is N-word 1980. I mean, unless they come out with something better. And you guys know I'm right. You guys know I'm right. You don't like it. You're gonna hate me for it. I'm sorry. Are there crazy people out there? Yeah. That's why I own fucking guns. Am I crazy? No. You want to know why? You know how many doctors I've been to? Because they thought I had a neurological disorder. They thought this. They thought that. I've been going to therapists since I was in third grade. There's been no mental deficiency. I've never been on any kind of medication for anything. Nothing. How much more qualified could I be to own firearms? I was an armorer. I was a range officer. I instructed NYPD. What else do you want from me? Tell me why I'm not allowed to carry a gun. You can't. The only reason why I can't carry a gun is because you don't want me to. That's it. I've taken courses out in fucking in North Carolina. I know how to breach doors. I know how to clear rooms. Why can I not carry a gun? I took the same qualifying courses as a law enforcement, even military. Explain to me. You can't. And again, if you don't want guns, get rid of all of them. Make sure the military doesn't have them either. I'll be fine with that. No, listen. There's car accidents every day. There's car accidents every day. All right. We tell people how to be safe when driving. All right. We even ticket people when they're not being safe. What more can you do? Unless you take away all the cars. People get hit. People get hit walking the streets by cars. Cars are a necessity, right? Well, if firearms were a necessity, we wouldn't be spending billions and billions of dollars a year on them as a country. I mean, think about it. Think how much money do we spend on education in this country, or medicine, and then how much do we spend on military? What do you think the military is? It's weapons. We spend more money to figure out ways how to kill people faster and easier. And you're telling me not to be worried about that? Spending billions and billions of dollars a year trying to figure out ways to kill human beings faster, quicker, more efficiently. And we're not supposed to be worried. Come on. Think for yourself. That's all I'm saying. Think for yourself. Don't think the way Barack Obama wants you to think, or Joe Biden. Because it makes you feel warm inside because a black man, you can finally agree with a black man. The guy's not even black. Yeah, well, here's the thing out on the wire. I had to get my carry permit in, it was West Virginia, right? I had to apply to West Virginia. The sheriff's department had to sign off on it. They give me my carry permit in West Virginia, and that carry permit is good throughout 32 states, right? I can carry throughout 32 states. I carry in Pennsylvania, Maryland, all these states where you guys live, just to let you know, by the way. Arizona. I will say this, all right? hoops to make sure that I did everything right, that I followed the rules, the laws. I paid for it. I took the classes. What else do you want from me? I have no criminal record. I'm not a fucking felon. I've never struck anyone in my life, never threatened anyone. What more do you want from me? The reality of it is that you just don't want me carrying a gun. People like you, not you specifically. There are a lot of Americans. There are a lot of, when I mean Americans, I mean North Americans. I don't know what the Central Americans think. But a lot of the North Americans are scared white people. They haven't been attacked by any outside entity in a long time. You want to know why? Because we're the most dangerous, the smartest, the most feared all over the world, and no one's gonna fuck with us. White people got their shit together, and that's just the truth. You don't like it? I'm sorry. It's fact. And you guys are living in a fucking fairy tale world. And when I mean white people, I mean people who even benefit from living in a European society. All right, even your Inuits in fucking Canada, or your natives, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. They've been living under the white man's nuclear umbrella for a very long time. You think that the Muslims wouldn't have come over here? Look at what happens every single time there's a Muslim invasion. Think about it. Go ask the Armenians. They didn't want to waste bullets, so they just pulled out their knives and started slicing throats in the street. That's how they do it. Muslim power. Because the Muslims can't do anything wrong. They're just being picked on. The Indians never did anything wrong. They're just being picked on, right? When the Europeans came here, I think a big war had just settled down in the Americas between the Native Americans. In fact, there was a book that came out recently about how these Native Americans would travel back and forth, and they would hunt on this land, and they were kind of like, they would travel like birds did, back and forth from state to state, following the animals. I forgot what tribe it was. There was one tribe realized what was going on. You know what they did? They burnt down all the trees, all the bushes, all the farm, all the growth that they were eating from. They killed off all the animals. They raped the women. They enslaved the women and the children. And they tortured the men. Tortured them. So don't tell me these people were peaceful people. With planet Mother Earth. Don't tell me that. They're a bunch of psychotic fucking losers, high on fucking drugs, running around naked, without a care in the world, because they didn't believe that there was that they weren't fearing God. They were fearing lack of rain. doing rain dances. And you got to remember that at the time, there was a part of the globe that was extremely highly advanced. These people, like, if we went back to the Dark Ages, medieval times, it wouldn't even compare to what the Pilgrims met up with. Think about it. Why do you think they called them savages? Because they were racist? I just saw a documentary last night. I just saw a documentary last night. African boy sees white man for the first time. You know what the kid did? He ran away crying. Was the kid racist? Kid never saw a white person before in his life. Scared. Ran away. He thought the guy was a ghost. It's 2021, guys. It's 2021. And you want me to get on a fucking plane and go to another country? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I remember hearing a story about, I don't know if you remember Robin Quivers. She went to India. You guys remember that story? The Robin Quivers from Howard Stern. She goes to India. She never tells a story anymore because it's racist, but she was telling the truth. She went to India. She gets off the plane. All she smells is shit. She goes, it smells like shit in India. It's 2021. And the airport that Robin Quivers lands in smells like shit. And she thought maybe there was a sewage leak or whatever. She goes, it was there the entire time. Entire time. So a man like myself or like out on the wire goes to another country for the experience, right? Because you want to be worldly, right? You want to know how the N-word's feeling cold. You know? You want to experience it. I think that was written in the book somewhere. I don't know who quoted that. I got to get the quote for that because people are going to think that I'm being racist. You really think that we want to... It's 2021. I don't need to get off a plane and smell shit for an entire week. You can keep that. Keep that in India, please. And this fucking Delta virus, guess where it came from? India. But you can't complain about immigration. You can't. There's no reason. I mean, Ellis Island was a thing of the past, right? They just did that because they wanted to keep the Italians and the Polish and all the German immigrants that were coming in. They just wanted to keep them down, right? It had nothing to do with the fact that they wanted to keep people from getting sick. Now we understand why our parents told us to put our fucking hands over our mouths when we cough. We never knew where that came from. But now we know. Now we're like, oh. Now we know why fucking the Japanese don't fucking shake hands. They just bow. They don't want to fucking touch you. Because they dealt with some nasty shit. You guys don't know anything about history. Just listening to some fucking loser tell you that Christopher Columbus was a bad guy. Yeah. I'm sure he was. Imagine if Christopher Columbus didn't exist. Do you know what would have happened? Do you have any fucking idea? Hitler would have won World War II. Think about it. would have won World War II. The Mediterranean would have been dammed up. Europe and fucking and Africa would have been one continent. And the English would all be speaking German. So don't give me that shit. The Europeans would have created everything. They would have dominated the fucking world. Americans. That bad Christopher Columbus. He should have just stayed in Europe. I wish he discovered pizza instead of fucking instead of the Americas. That would have been better. You would have had a continent of fucking losers. Losers. Look at Mexico. A country of fucking losers. People want to get the fuck out of that country so fucking bad. They're willing to fucking give their kid a gallon of water and say walk that way with a stranger who's involved with the fucking mafia. Do you understand that? Guys, you want to talk about fucking white privilege and white stupidity? Trust me. Not everyone is pleasant as the educated white privileged people in America. Ask those two European Swedish cunts that thought it would be a good idea to fucking backpack across Afghanistan. Because they're just people over there. They're just people. They'll understand. Remember that one? Stupid white people. Fucking delusional. And don't pretend for 1 second that those people weren't targeted because they were fucking they were Nordic whites in fucking the middle of Afghanistan. Come on. I watched the whole documentary on apartheid, right? And at the time, right, the blacks were used to having Europeans in South Africa. South Africa, guys, was a fucking metropolis. It was beautiful. They had a lot of shit going on. They were supposed to be the next fucking world power. Rhodesia. Go check it out. There was a film crew there, right? They were abducted by African militants, by the way, that were tricked into believing by the white Russians, by the way, the communists. Oh, you see what these white people did over here? You could have done the same thing. You just didn't know any better. Let's help you take your country back. Now look at South Africa. And we know people who live in South Africa. Ask that person if they would rather live in Rhodesia back in the day or live in the shithole that they now live in called whatever. Laka Maka Waka. Because the blacks in Africa have it together, by the way. They have it together. Fucking white guy walks off the fucking plane, and the kids are running away because they've never seen a black guy. Yeah. That makes sense. Why? I saw a video recently. I wanted to show you guys. Oh, hey, Sword. There's Sword. Of a gentleman, I think it was in the Bronx or Brooklyn, who was abusing his pit bull. All right. It was an African American gentleman. He was abusing his pit bull. 2 other African American men saw this. The guy had a chain. He was walking the fucking dog around with the chain. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this video. It's fairly new, so I'm sure you can find it. The dog had fucking cuts all over its face. It was panting. The guy was abusing this dog. These 2 gentlemen, right? I don't agree with what they did, but I understand because I love animals, and if I saw anyone doing that to my dog, trust me, there would be problems, and I don't know if I would be able to control myself. Right? These 2 gentlemen took the fucking leash off the dog, put it around the other gentleman's neck, started dragging him down the street, kicking him and beating him. All right. And I read the comments on the video, and a lot of the comments said, "Bravo, good job, good job." The 2 gentlemen took the dog back to their apartments, and they now have this dog. The dog's doing fine. They did a whole update. Bravo, right? Bravo. I just wonder how different it would have been if 2 white gentlemen saw a black gentleman doing that and they did the same exact thing. No one would be going, "Bravo, bravo, good job, good job." And you know why? And you know why. No, don't pretend for 1 second you don't know why. Because someone's going to fucking tell you, "Oh, it's wrong." I just told you what they did was wrong. I don't care what that guy did to that fucking dog. You know he's wrong. You don't put a fucking chain around someone's fucking neck, drag the guy down the street and beat him up. And I'm just letting you know that if it was Nick Abbott who did that to a black gentleman, you guys would have been fucking out for blood. You would have forgot all about the fucking dog, the fact that the guy was beating up the dog. You would just want Nick Abbott dead because he dragged around a black gentleman with a fucking chain. You guys are picking and choosing. And you know I'm right. You know it. So here's my thing. All right, inbred. If this is all true, again, how come Trump isn't in prison? Again, they'll always go after like someone who was Igor, right? That's what Anderson wanted to do to Igor. Let Igor take the fall. You think they'd ever come after us? And even if they did, who cares? This is what goes on. Who's going to take responsibility for this? And again, guys, this fucking George Floyd bullshit, all right? The guy dies, all right? And they want you to believe that this cop was a racist murderer. They want you to believe that he was purposely wanting to kill this guy in front of a group of people. A shitload of people with fucking their phones out recording. That's what they're telling you. That's what they're trying to make you believe. I'm telling you right now, because now I can tell you I'm not going to be interrupted by anyone. You think that this is the first guy that he did this to? Was George Floyd? That cop looked like a fucking professional doing that. That cop's probably done it a million times before. And no one's died. So again, I do not believe that this fucking cop did it for the intent to murder this guy. This guy killed him, for sure. 100%. I'm telling you right now, the family should be fucking livid. The community should be absolutely concerned, but not because you're black. You should be concerned that this is a possibility. That when you get arrested by another man carrying a gun that we hire, by the way, we hire this guy, and we send him to school. He's qualified. That this can happen. And you guys want to make fun of me for talking about fucking nets. Fuck these tasers, all this shit. Tasers don't work. A lot of times, tasers do not work. And again, all right. I used to train these cops for the pre-qualifications, all right? And I would talk to them. I would say, when do you go out, do you practice, whatever? They would say no. When we get back to the precinct, I take my shit off, put it right in the fucking locker. That's it. Guys, these people that you think are qualified, you think that are whatever, they're qualified to the bare minimum. All right. I'm telling you right now, I am more qualified than a regular police officer. I don't care what you. If any police officer wants to challenge me on this, go right ahead. A lot of police officers, especially NYPD, all right, and this is documented. About 3 or 4 years ago, there was a guy with a gun in New York City. Cops fucking pull out their gun, start shooting. I think the cop let off fucking 20-something rounds. A bunch of people got shrapnel and fucking all this crap. I'm telling you right now, all right, when someone is threatening your life and you have something that you think is going to make them stop, and all you got to do is keep pulling something to make them stop, you know how many times you're going to fucking pull that thing? You know how many fucking times? You're going to keep pulling it until it stops working. Especially if you're missing the guy all the time. Because you're running backwards. You're trying to run away from the person. I don't know why. I'm telling you right now, you're absolutely right about that. Most of these cops, right, they take the training. Just like if you work for a corporation, right, they make you go through all this training. How much of that training do you remember? It's just bullshit to get you to the next fucking paycheck. Unless you're teaching the fucking course, you're not going to fucking remember half of it. Unless it's happening to you every fucking day. I mean, how many? Do you think that this cop that killed fucking George Floyd had a chance to fucking get on the phone with tech support and be like, how do I handle this situation? I forgot. What do I do? Is this okay? I don't want to blow anything up. It doesn't work that way. You got some fucking 7-foot baboon fucking telling you, no, dude, you're under arrest. No. And then you got fucking people all around you screaming at you. We're expecting these people to act sane or rational. Oh, okay. You're right. You're right, inbred. No one should be killing anyone. No one. Let me tell you this, or let me say this. If you want someone to die, there's something wrong with you. There's something really wrong. Something really bad happened to you to want someone to die. I watched this documentary on this guy. He was a medic during the Korean War, right? He killed, I think, like 5 or 6 Chinese soldiers with his bare hands, right? His bare hands. He strangled them to death. You guys can look this guy up. He was a medic, all right? When they asked him what happened, he said that, oh, they were getting shot at, whatever, and he saw some guy next to him get killed, and he freaked out. And he got angry. Because you know you have fight or flight. They say this. They say there's fight or flight. He got angry. He ran out of bullets, and he wanted to kill these people so bad. And when they found the Chinese soldiers, their windpipes were crushed by this guy. He stabbed a bunch of them, but he strangled all of them. If you get to that point, there's something really fucking wrong. That's all I'm getting at. There's something really, really wrong. If you're wanting to do that to someone, Craig, you need to see a fucking doctor. No one should be wanting to hurt anyone. I don't care what the fucking circumstances are. You see them beating a dog. No one wants to see that. But you're a fucking human being. It's 2021. We don't need to be dragging people around by chains and beating them up. Fucking animals. I don't know. You don't know how you're going to react. You have no idea. You've never had someone do that to you, wanted to kill you, knowing that someone wanted to kill you, wanting to kill your parents, wanting to kill your girlfriend, your wife, your children. There's one thing that the guy said that was the spookiest thing I ever heard in my life. And they asked him, they said, well, why didn't you go like hide or you know, try to protect yourself? Or the guy didn't even do that. And he goes, I took it as like a big insult that they wanted to kill me and kill all of us. I just got angry. The guy strangled fucking 6 fucking Chinese soldiers with his fucking bare hands. Not because he wanted to kill him quick. He just wanted to he wanted to destroy them. His tongue was bit in half when they found him. He almost bit off his whole fucking tongue. That's right, Michelle K. I know. That's also very true. That's also very true. He said it was like strangling 6 children. And if you actually see the picture of this guy was like an oaf. They said the reason why they put him in this battalion or whatever that was going to storm this fucking hill or whatever bullshit was because that he was a big guy and that he could carry a lot of wounded men if he had to. He would be able to at least carry men. Because they knew they were going to take casualties or something like that. People were going to get fucked up. But you guys can look it up. It's true. Oh, and guys, I want to let you know something. To all my fans, now you can call me if you have a Samsung Galaxy. I think that's what I have. Samsung, whatever. If you have a smartphone, no. If you have an Android, I can now talk to you. I could FaceTime you. If you guys want to do that. Be more than happy to. I'm planning on doing it tonight with Pete. With erection in hand, jerking off into the phone. Michelle, you don't have it. I already checked. I can't do it with you, Michelle. Well, not that, but I can't FaceTime with you. So this will kind of be like OnlyFans. So if you guys want to have a face-to-face conversation with me over the phone, you want to see into my private life, guys, get yourself a Samsung or an Android and FaceTime me. I got no problem. All you got to do is say, hey, Noodles, it's so-and-so, blah, blah. You don't have to tell me who you are. Can you show me this? Can you show me that? Yeah, for $50. I'll show you everything. We can have our own private show. Not in a sexual way, but in a cool way. And guys, I'm just letting you know right now, if you guys do FaceTime me and there's any kind of inappropriate private talk or any kind of inappropriate showing of chests, breasts, penises, vaginas, assholes, whatever, I will end the call. I will end the call. No, Michelle. No, Michelle. I don't do Instagram. That's for pussies. Okay, thank you, Michelle. I truly believe you, Michelle. You're the opposite of Bergs. I want to go see if Bergs had it. I couldn't do it to Bergs. Thank God Pete has it. I'm so excited. Pete's the only one in my contact list that has it. So Noodles is gonna get some booby action tonight. Not only booby action, but possibly some vagina. knuckles deep. I'm gonna say Pico knuckles deep. She's like, what? You're crazy, David. You're crazy, David. I'm gonna be like, do it. Go. She'll be like, okay, I love you. Get out of here. H-Bomb's not facing life in prison. For what? What did he do? Did he hurt someone? I don't know what I don't know what you're doing, but it doesn't look good. Whatever that bus was doing. If that's true, it sucks. I don't know what the fuck the guy did. Sorry, Michelle K. You didn't, Michelle K. You didn't know. You had no clue, Michelle K. You didn't know that Instagram was gay. It's not your fault. That's true, Michelle K. That's true. Kitten Cat said he's facing life in prison. Really? Dude, I don't know if I believe that. What did the guy do? Did he fucking murder someone? You know? How do you even get life? I mean, you think about it. You hear about it in these black communities. These people that go to jail for murder, they get out in like 5 years. So what the fuck did he do? You know what I'm saying? Seems like if you're white and you commit a crime, you're going to jail forever. Because white people, it seems like we don't put up with that. But if you're black, it's like, well, you know, you gotta understand the circumstances. What circumstances? The guy murdered someone. Well, yeah, it's a black guy. It's not, you know, it's not like a regular person. What do you mean? I thought we're all equal. Well, not really. You didn't know that? Come on. No, I thought we were all equal. Fucking Christ. And why people love doing that, by the way. They love doing that. Remember Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt? Adopting all those ethnics? What a fucking joke. I'm really surprised they got away with that. No one fucking, you know. White people don't go to jail? Tell that to Harvey Weinstein, and then see what Bill Cosby has to say about that. White people don't go to jail. What did Harvey Weinstein do? And what did Bill Cosby do? Which one's still in jail? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Give me a break. You guys are ridiculous. You know. All right, but he was guilty, right? He definitely did those things, right? Inbred? Are you saying that Bill Cosby didn't do those things? Come on. Fucking Fucking O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson murders his fucking wife, right? Because the glove didn't fit. They must have quit. Come on. Give me a fucking break. Black people get away with murder all the time. Stop. And if they don't get away with murder, they're only serving like fucking like, you know, whatever. The only reason why black people get consecutive life sentences is because they're killing people in prison. Come on. My friend was in and out of prison too. White. For murder? That's fucked up. I had this conversation last night, and I didn't realize that like there were all these like different like forms of murder. Like there's so now I'm being serious. Like so there's murders of passion, there's the heat of the moment, blah blah blah. And then they take all this stuff into consideration. And maybe that's why black people don't really go to jail that long for murder, because they're constantly killing people in the heat of passion. They're very emotional people. I mean, yeah. How many fights have you seen inside of a KFC or a McDonald's because someone didn't want to fucking mix 3 flavors of drinks together? Think about it. Who acts like that? Well, that's how we act in the hood. Okay, well, not everywhere's the hood, dude. We don't want to turn McDonald's into the hood. Leave the hood in the hood. Don't bring it to McDonald's or KFC or any of these fast food joints. It's just, I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of people pretending that, you know, what the hell is this guy doing? Someone's going crazy with the horn. Gang related, right? Everything's gang related with them. Everything. We look at them sideways. Well, they were gang affiliated, so you know, they were just trying to get into a gang. That's why they murdered that innocent woman. That's why they raped and murdered her. They were trying to get into a gang. They want to complain about white people doing college hazing. Remember that? Remember that was a big issue. White people doing college hazing. What about these gang initiations? They're actually fucking murdering innocent people because they flashed their high beams at them or something like that. Come on. I don't know of any white gang that you could do that to, and they'll just cut you. And all the slashings in the subway. Come on. What white gang was doing that? What white gang? My friend, Jill Mathis. Jill Mathis was slashed in the subway. Beautiful girl. They cut her face wide open. Beautiful girl. Jackie Mathis had she was a star of the show Life with Jackie on HBO. You guys can go check it out. They were big Bulldog fans. Jill used to molest me, man. Jill was beautiful. I used to go to these parties. Jill had a boyfriend, right? And I was younger than Jill. I was like a sophomore or something. She was a senior. And she used to get me in these rooms, man. She'd just take off her shirt, she'd take off my shit, and then she would tease the fuck out of me. I remember I had an art course with her one day, and she would just sit there holding my dick. I swear to God. I couldn't believe this girl. I keep my nose clean. That's how we do. There you go, Ingrid. One of my other cousins got his face blown off. My childhood friend got killed with many. Oh my god! Yeah, people are fucking animals, man. Think about it. What would possess you to do that? But all right. So Botter always calls me up. He's like, dude. He's like, I don't like the fact that you don't get mad at me. What do you want me to get mad at you for? What do you want me to get so angry that I want to kill you? I want to. Dude, I don't get in these stupid conversations with people. It leads to stupidity. You got Michelle K crying over someone accusing her of something. Michelle, I told you, don't get involved with that. I get Michelle, trust me, I get worse shit than you do. I don't have to fucking go around fucking blasting people's fucking faces off. I don't have to do that. You want to know why? Because I'm calm and smart. Explain to me why I haven't been stabbed, shot, fucking, whatever. And I'm in like the worst sections of fucking New York City or New York. The worst. That part of Dumbo, there's killings there every night. Every fucking night. My cousin killed a family of 6. He chopped up the youngest. Oh my god. Fucking animals. What is wrong with people? Can someone please look up Life of Jackie on HBO or Diaries or something like that? Jackie Mathis. She used to date my cousin John, and Jill was all over me. Jill, and no one. I remember going to my cousin. I had a cousin Trisha, and I went to Trisha. I was like, Trisha, this is what's going on. She's like, no, it's not. I'm like, Trisha, I swear to God. So I played this trick, right? I was like, Trisha, invite her over, right? I'm gonna play this trick because I know she's gonna do it. So I had this whole thing planned out that we're gonna be in Trisha's room. We're all gonna be fucking drinking, having a good time. Because I know once Jill got a few beers in her, all of a sudden, Jill's boyfriend was there, right? And I knew it. So we're all there. I get up, I go to the door, and there's a light switch on the door. I turn off the lights, right? A couple seconds later, I feel a hand going up my fucking pants. No joke, going up my pants. She's sitting next to her boyfriend, right? I swear to you. I feel the hand going up my pants. I grab the fucking hand, throw on the light, and I look at my cousin. Busted, Jill. Busted. She was a sexual deviant. Hottest chick ever. Well, I mean, when you're that young, you're you can't help it. Every turn you're getting turned on, Woof. Child killers I kill. Listen, do you guys remember the video? I guess this took place in the 80s. There was a guy being led through a corridor, and there was a guy on a payphone. The guy walks past the guy on the payphone. The guy turns around, fucking shoots him right in front of the cops. Right? I forgot the name of the guy. I know the case had to do with an abducted child. It happened to be that the father was the guy at the payphone waiting to confront the man who had abducted his child. He kills the guy. The guy, obviously, the father who shoots the guy who abducted the kid, obviously arrested. They bring him to court. He's found not guilty. All right. And the reason why he was found not guilty was because they believed that he went through a moment of insanity because of what this guy had done to his kid. And I truly understand that. All right. This man who killed this other gentleman, all right, never hurt anyone in his whole entire life. But what this guy did turned this man into a monster. All right. And we have to understand it up to a certain point. I mean, do I believe that this guy is ever going to do this again? I hope not. But I understand why this guy did this. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that, you know, the guy deserved it. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying I understand why this guy freaked out and fucking did this. So when people say they kill child killers, whatever, guys, you're not that cool. The father didn't do the right thing, but we gave him a pass. That I understand. The guy's gonna have to live with that for the rest of his life. Plus, by the way, the kid was raped the whole time by the guy was a karate instructor or something like that. He abducted the kid, dyed the kid's fucking hair black and all this stuff so they wouldn't get caught. And he was having a great old time with that kid's butt. Great old time. And by the way, that's homosexual activity. That's not just pedophilia. All right. It's not like he abducted a female child. He abducted a male child. So anally rape. I mean, again, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. Like, I don't get it. But I'm telling you this. The guy was gay. The guy was gay, and it just so happens that he liked children. All right? How about that? And there's a lot of that going on. A lot of gay pedophilias or pedophiliacs out there. Well, it's not gay, it's just pedophilia. No, it's not. He specifically, I mean, it is pedophilia, but he specifically picked out a male child. What are you talking about? He picked out a human being that had testicles and a penis and an anus. Because he wanted the anus. He could have done it to a girl. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It would probably be easier to abduct a female child than a male child. Come on. Nothing like torturing a child killer to death, dude. I'm not going to agree to that. I'm not going to say yeah, go for it. That's retarded talk. I would have given it 5 minutes before I busted her. Out on the wire. Go check these people out. I'm telling you. Go check out Jackie Mathis, HBO. These are some hot Jews. Hot Jews. Yeah, they are terrible. You're absolutely right about that, inbred. No one's going to argue that. But do I think that people should seek revenge? No. I hate that. I never want to be in that situation. I understand it. Trust me, I understand it. The reason why I do is because I'm telling you right now, if someone did anything to my dog, right, I would lose it. And that's my fucking dog. They did that to my fucking kid. Whew. I don't blame any parent for talking like that. I don't blame them for talking like that, but I don't think it's good. It's not good. In fact, we see this all the time with people who come back from fucking the Middle East with this PTSD bullshit, you know. And when I say bullshit, guys, everyone's got PTSD. Everyone. It just so happens that my PTSD has nothing to do with fucking cutting people's heads in half with fucking bullets and seeing people's fucking or tasting people's brains in my mouth. All right. PTSD. All you fucking stupid women running around saying, "Oh, I have PTSD, I have PTSD." Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You know what's PTSD? That weakling soldier bitch that got fucking abducted by the Iraqis during the Iraqi invasion, and they raped her for several weeks in a hospital bed. Broke both of her legs and arms, and then fucking continually raped her throughout the week until she was rescued by a group of men. That Jessica whatever story. And to be honest with you, I remember when that story came out, they were telling us, "Oh, she fought to the last bullet. Her gun went out." She never fired the gun once. Sorry, never happened. She never fought those guys off. She said, "No, get your hands off me!" And they were like, "Shut up, bitch!" And they fucking kept punching her, and then they fucking raped her. You can't do this. I hope they fucking killed that. I hope they killed every single one of them. Because I'm telling you right now, that girl's alive today. She's got kids, and I think she got kids. She's married or whatever. I guarantee you, there's not a day that goes by that woman doesn't fucking remember that. That's PTSD. Not your sissy fucking bullshit that your daddy screamed at you one time. Told you couldn't go out with your friends. Now you got PTSD. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I don't play with people. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. Juicy torture. Terminated. Terminated. Oh my god. It's like everyone's got a problem now. Like everyone's got like a little name for themselves. Everyone thinks that they're so special. You know, so everyone's got PTSD, everyone's got this, everyone's got that. You know what? Try living with dyslexia. I've got dyslexia. Try living with that. And PTSD. Try being beautiful, cool Nicole. You never hear, you know what's funny? You never hear beautiful, cool Nicole complaining about PTSD. You always hear these fucking rich white bimbos fucking complaining about PTSD. And they're pretending to be like hippie fucking, I went to college and fucking, I got PTSD. I'm smoking all this weed. Fucking, dude, what the fuck? Been snorting whiskey and drinking cocaine. Everyone wants to be special. I was trying to explain this to Pete, and I was like, "Listen, the only reason why you're special, right, is because you got these people that no one else knows except for you on this planet who absolutely adore you, right? They love you. You're everything to them. It doesn't. You can get all the awards in the world. That doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit. No one gives a fuck about your awards except for you. And that's just the truth. I'm not putting anyone down for getting awards. But you guys don't care about my awards. I've got tons of them. Tons. And the only thing that matters is the fact that there are some people out there on this planet Earth that no one gives a flying fuck about, except for you, the rest of your family, maybe a couple other people. They're not even known. It's not like it's it's like Donald Trump. I mean, think about it. And that's what makes you special. It doesn't make you better than anyone else. It doesn't make you whatever. It makes you worth something. You become a thing of value. Yeah, we all do shine on, but again, to who? I mean, Sherry, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know you. You could die tomorrow. You want to know something? Marie Kaplinger. All right, there was this woman, Marie Kaplinger. Think about her all the time. I just found out she passed away. All right, I didn't know Marie. I didn't even know she fucking passed away. Sherry Jackson, you could pass away tomorrow. I wouldn't know. My life would still go on. I would not know. Tomorrow, you guys might not see me. And you're going to say, what happened to Noodles? That's it. No one's special. You might be special to a few people, but not to everyone. You guys think, everyone thinks they're hot shit. They're not. You're gonna die one day. The only thing that cares about you is the thing that wanted you to exist. For some strange reason, the universe allowed you to exist. Not because it needed you to exist, because it wanted you to exist. I know you think that's weird, but I'm telling you. It allowed you to exist for some strange reason. I don't know what the reason was. You can come up with every explanation, all the possibilities. But just like the sun burns, it wants to burn. A star wants to fucking keep pushing this. A fire wants to constantly be ignited. It doesn't need to be. It wants to be. It's looking for the right circumstances to fucking combust. Why? For what reason? We don't need that fire in the universe. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, life goes on, Sherry Jackson. Life goes on. That's right, Simply Incel. I am profound. My profoundness causes a lot of dumbfoundness. Yeah. But think about it. Think about how special you are to someone right now. No one knows. I'm just assuming that. All these people you see on TV, these porn actresses getting shit in their mouth, fucking, whatever, treated like garbage. I was watching this when I was friends with Bergs, right? We were talking about these women that will do anything, right? And he goes, would you ever go out with someone like that? I'm like, no. He goes, why? He goes, you could do anything you want to them. You can meet up with them on the weekends. You can meet up in a hotel room. You could do whatever you want. And I'm like, dude, because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, that's someone's daughter. That's someone's, sister. That's someone cherishes that person. And I guarantee you that person that cherishes them, that thinks that they're special, they might not think that they're special. Right. And I know there's some people in this community that have done some really disgusting things. Right. Where they might not have had respect for themselves at one time. But I'm telling you, there are people out there that loved them, that didn't want to see them do that, that never would want to see that happen to them. And I don't want to contribute to that. I don't want to, be that guy. The clock keeps going with or without you. That's true. Life goes on. I remember when my grandparents died, my dad was like, he's like, Dave, what are you going to do? And this is him talking about his parents. And I was like, well, it sucks. I mean, he's like, yeah, but he's like, this is what happens, and life goes on. You can't stop. You can't stop what you're doing. And he's right. Think about it. If everyone just fucking gave up after something like that happens, I mean, it's devastating. It's devastating. No, I'm not telling anyone not to feel miserable or depressed over a death. In the Bible, Jesus Christ cried over Lazarus. Just saying. And he was supposed to be the perfect human being. Perfect. And that sucks that everyone. I just find it strange how we've been on this planet for I don't know how many supposedly billions and billions of years, right? Dying every day. There's death. And we're supposed to be so sophisticated and progressive, and we're going to Mars, and we're doing for what? We haven't gotten over the fact that we're all going to die. No one wants to die. Everyone loves saying, "Oh yeah, you're going to die." No one wants to die. I've never seen an old person that wanted to die. Well, in the Bible, Sherry Jackson, right? In the Bible, Jesus finds this mother who's crying over her daughter who had just died. And he goes, "What's wrong?" She goes, "My daughter died." And he goes, "Don't cry." This is the guy who cried for Lazarus. And he goes, "I want to tell you something." He goes, "Your daughter's not dead. Your daughter's just waiting to be resurrected. She's dead to this world and everything that comes along with it, like all this miserable stuff. But your daughter will be resurrected. She's just waiting." No one wants to die. Think about it. And most of us believe that we're going somewhere. So how many of us want to die right now? I don't want to die right now. I believe that it's something, I truly believe there's something to that. I think that it's unnatural. For some strange reason, I know people think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, there's got to be a reason for why people don't want to die. I don't know any animal that wants to die. If an animal knew that it was going to die, you think it would want to die? It does everything it can not to die. But we have this knowledge of death. We know it's inevitable. But yet we try very hard to extend our lives. For what? For what reason? Why would we get on Michelle Kay's case? Seriously, why would you get on Michelle Kay's case for smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day, knowing very well that she's got the pulmonary disease, she's got emphysema, tuberculosis, hepatitis, COVID, all this stuff? Who cares? They're going to die anyway, right? Why wear your mask? It's because no one wants to die. Nobody. There's a fear of death. And everyone says, "Oh, well, it's the unknowing." No, it's not. Because I can tell you right now, do you remember what it was like before you were born? I love this one, by the way. Oh, it's going to be like right before you were born. I don't want that. I don't want that. You know what I want? I want to live on a paradise earth with the people that I love and cherish, and I want to be able to meet more people on a perfect planet. I don't want to die on a fucking in a hellhole known as planet Earth. That's the last thing I want to do. And I'm going to tell you right now, all these people that say, oh, when I die, I want to die having sex. No, I want to continue to have sex for eternity. I don't want to fucking die having sex. What, are you fucking kidding me? What a bunch of retards. Oh my God. Oh. Where's your spirit when you're sleeping or knocked out? You know what's funny? Terminated. I did a study on that, right? And just like sleeping, right? You lose consciousness, and let's say the illustration that they made was fucking amazing. So I don't know if you're married or you have a girlfriend or you sleep next to someone, but something will wake you up, right? You'll go to sleep, and some people don't even have dreams. Some people do, but it's instantaneous. You don't remember sleeping those 8 hours. It doesn't feel like 8 hours. It's like instantaneous. And again, I know we're experiencing time. Time isn't really a thing. It's only the decay. You know, I get that. It's something decaying. You're seeing the end of something. You're seeing something change. You're seeing something get older. You know, and that's how we base time. The sun goes down, the sun comes up. But I'm telling you right now, I go to sleep. What am I doing when I'm going to sleep? I know I'm resting my body, but where the fuck is my brain? So I could totally see something like that happening. I could totally see death and then instantaneous resurrection. We see it every day. Every day we go to sleep, there's an instantaneous resurrection from unconsciousness or a lack of consciousness. Some people go under when they're propofol or whatever the fuck Michael Jackson used. And they get revived. In the Bible, Jesus Christ, Archangel Michael, is supposed to be that alarm clock. And when you're sleeping, you're dead to the world until something wakes you up. I know the Jews believe, that you stay in a state of I forget what the hell they call it, but so Jews don't believe in hell. The reason why they don't believe in hell is because there is no hell. If you look at the word hell, where the word hell comes from, it's from Greek and Aramaic. It means a common grave, like a hole where they put things of value or things that used to be of value into this hole, kind of like how we do a garbage dump today, right? So today I'm gonna go buy a sandwich, right? It's gonna cost me $7.99, right? A man made it, an animal died for it. All this stuff had to happen for the sandwich to be created. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna throw away the packaging, and then I'm gonna shit in the hole later. It was a thing of value at one time, and now it's going to hell. I'll always be a loner. Well, you don't know that. Ask any self-made person what their biggest obstacle is. 99% of them will say time. They use every minute of every day to achieve their goals. Benjamin Franklin said the same thing. Benjamin Franklin said that he wishes that he didn't have to sleep. I think he slept like 4 hours a day or something like that, 3 hours. Even the Nazis believe that. The Nazis thought that they could conquer the world if their soldiers didn't have to sleep. It's taking sleep. Think about it. You only have a certain amount of heartbeats on this planet, a certain amount of breaths, a certain amount of consciousness, experience. You're spending 8 hours, possibly more. Those 8 hours are being taken away from you. You're not producing. You're not experiencing. You're not showing love. You're not doing it. It's unproductive. That's right. You're right, Terminated. The Bible speaks of no such place as hell. There is going to be, I think a lot of people get it confused with the 1,000 years of the where they're going to put the serpent in the abyss, and Jesus is going to have the key, and after the 1,000 years of a world without influence, evil influence, Jesus is going to release the evil upon the earth again, and it's going to be destroyed in front of the face of man. So if evil is going to be destroyed, how is there going to be a hell? I don't understand that. If God is going to destroy Satan, right, then how is there going to be a hell? How are you going to burn for eternity? But anyway, why does the audience owe G a sorry? No one owes G a sorry. But let me tell you something, Sherry Jackson. I want to point this out to people who are picking and choosing. All right. There are a lot of people out there that forgive a lot of people for a lot of different things. I don't know why G is any different. Why can't G get a pass on certain things? Why can't the guy do something 2 years ago that he wouldn't do today? I mean, isn't that the whole point of learning? That you make mistakes and you learn from your mistakes. I'm on the guy's side with this. All right. I'm not saying he's not a dirtbag. The guy's a dirtbag. The guy's scum of scum. All right. But if someone's telling you, listen, yeah, I don't think like that anymore. I used to. Look at what the fuck is his name? David, the head of the Ku Klux Klan, David, whatever. He even says it. He goes, yeah, that was a part of my life. I don't like it. He goes, I don't want to live my life like that anymore. David, not David Icke. He was like, he ran for he was like a senator or something like that. David something. Oh, but anyway, my point is that people do stuff that they don't like and they regret, like a tattoo. I wish I didn't have any tattoos. I don't want my tattoos anymore. I wanted them at one point in my life. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but stupid. All entertaining except Anderson. That's right. Okay, sorry, I laughed at G Mangle joke. Yeah, J Mangle joke. Well, listen, Sherry, the guy. You know why people don't want to get off this guy's ass about all shit? Because he pretends like everyone else is stupid. Oh, I don't know anything. Everyone knows it. The guy's done it to so many fucking people, Sherry. He's done it to so many fucking people. Even the retards. Yeah, David Duke, right. Exactly, I don't know why. Yeah. The guy's done it to so many fucking people. It's like, people are just like, fuck this guy. Fuck you. This guy's been telling people what to do for so long. Look at him now. He's living in his brother's house. His brother's condo. Trying to tell you guys how to fucking live your life. Well, he knows the best way. He don't know shit. He's lying to you. He's a big fucking liar. And dude, at least you know what, Sherry. At least I tell you this is a big fucking joke. This guy won't tell you that. And you know what? I haven't lied to anyone. People call me up, Sherry, and I'll tell them the truth. I mean, for the show, it's different. For the show, I think it's funny. I want to have fun. I don't know if anyone else thinks it's funny. If they don't, you don't have to be here. All right. But, there's some people that call me up and they're concerned about stuff. And I tell them, they're like, so, yeah, no, it's not true. There's no third party. There's no, you know what I mean? If you're that concerned and you're willing to fucking reach out to me about it, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to keep lying to you guys. I just got here. Are they calling him Jesus now? I guess so. That's funny. I never heard that one. That's good, Early Riser. That's true. Noodles will always tell the truth if you call him. Well, again, I've said this to Shar multiple times. Shar, don't come in here and ruin the show. You guys, listen. Who doesn't have access to me? Seriously, name one fucking person who doesn't have access to me. You can't name them. I've given you guys full access to me to call me whenever you want, ask me any question you want, and I get it. You don't want to because it's embarrassing. Because I had someone calling me. They were like, I don't really want to ask you this, but I got to because I'm starting to get nervous. And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. It's the show. And I don't want to get people like that. I don't want to get people upset like that. Guys, I'm doing a show. If you don't want to participate, I understand. People have come to me and they said, I can't participate in that. I'm sorry. Don't apologize to me. I get it. If you were talking to me 2 years ago, I wouldn't have fucking participated in this. I totally understand. I might tell you fuck you on the show or something like that, but that's it. I'm not a terrible person. I've never denied anyone anything. I don't even deny fucking bot or anything. That motherfucker calls me. You realize this? That motherfucker calls me. I answer that motherfucker's call all the time. I never ignore him. Never ignore him. I never ignored John Camillo. I've never ignored Witty Widow. I've never ignored Life with Linda. Well, now I ignore Life with Linda. I've never ignored even my biggest enemies. If Lonnie Cunningham called me, I would talk to her. The only person, I'm going to be honest with you, the only person that I wouldn't talk to is Craig. All right? Craig no more. And I'm telling you why. The guy is legitimately out of control. He needs to see a doctor. He needs to be on medication. There's nothing that every conversation I get in with him, like real conversation, always ends up with, I'm going to fucking kick your ass. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill Pete. Fucking all this shit. No more. It's not productive whatsoever. Yes, Terminated. It's a big show, right? Well, I'd say Terminated. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. I met Early Riser, right? I met Early Riser a couple weeks ago, and he didn't ask me any like ridiculous questions, but like, people want to know stuff, and I told them, I'm like, this is how sometimes these people act, and he knows that people want like verification of it. They want to know 100%. And I again, some people still don't believe me, but I'll do whatever I have to do to make you guys, to show you guys I'm not lying to you. I can tell the difference between your true self from your character. I hope so. I mean, someone's like, why do you laugh at racist jokes? Because they're fucking ridiculous. They're absolutely ridiculous. I mean, who in their right mind would talk like that? Think about it. To me, it's ridiculous. So whenever I hear people talk like that, I'm like, you know what I mean? It doesn't. Listen, you can have your own response to it, but I'm not. Listen, I'm not getting mad over someone fucking making a racist joke or calling me Chinese or fucking whatever. I don't care. That's your hang up, not mine. Yes, Easy Rider. What did I say earlier? Riser again? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, Easy Rider. No, Early Ride. Out on the Wire. You nailed me again, dude. For some strange reason, I can't. Sorry, Early Riser. I'm serious. I'm not joking around, dude. I think it's my dyslexia or something like that. For some strange reason, Easy Rider and Early Riser, I cannot fucking. I'm sorry. And the guy's a great guy. Great guy. Very, very happy to meet him. You know who else? You know who's a great person? I'm glad I met Tasha. All right, Tasha. And you guys, you know what? When I met her, right? People were like, "Oh, Noodles is Woody is watching porn on Mark's." Oh, really? I didn't know Mark was still live. He's been live all morning. Huh. So, again, I meet Tasha, and people were teasing. All right, I get it. But like, dude, I've met some people in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tasha's one of the better people I've met. All right, and I know you guys, people. At least she tells me that there's a lot of haters out there. I'm telling you right now, if it's trolling, I get it. But guys, you don't understand. People, there's some nice people out there. People that will bend over backwards for you. At least give you the time of day. I mean, even this guy, Early Riser. The guy came out to visit me. You know how that made me feel? That made me feel awesome. And the guy was an extremely nice guy. I'm glad I met him. I highly suggest to everyone here, never meet White Lives Matters. I'm telling you right now. Telling you. I'm not even joking. I tried to warn everyone when he came here. Yeah, Tasha is a good person. There's never been a time where this is how I rate people, right? If you reach out to someone, right, and they ignore you because maybe they think you're not worth it, and I can tell when that happens. She's never done that to me. She's never judged me. Prairie Harvester. Yeah. She's never judged me on what I've said. I say horrible shit. Horrible shit. Pac's a good guy. I know people get on his case. Pac's a good guy. Anderson's a good guy. John's a good guy. I know you guys think I'm fucking nuts. I'm telling you. And I truly believe that Lolly's a good person too. And you want to know why I think that? Even though after all that shit she did, I'm telling you. Because Lolly, in my opinion, is very, very funny. Lolly knows what she's doing. And I've never seen her hurt anyone. And she could hurt someone. That's a fucking fact. Just to let you guys know. Lolly could fuck a lot of people over. And she's never done it. And maybe you guys don't like hearing that. Maybe you guys don't want to hear that. But that's the truth. Rich Life, on the other hand, that guy's a fucking loser. All right. What a bitch. That guy can fucking, go suck a dick. I don't care about that guy. G Mangoes, go suck a dick. I'm gonna be honest with you, Marilyn Mike. I think that I don't think he's a bad guy. All right. I think that Marilyn Mike does what he does, and that's it. He's not. I don't think he's a terrible guy. Blue Waffles, I don't think he's a terrible guy. I don't think that, Evil Abe, all these people. I've never really seen anyone do anything except for G Mangoes. And Rich Life. Who the fuck do you think you are, man? And again, these guys are some of the biggest fucking losers around. Biggest fucking losers around. At least Anderson Henderson, right? The guy, you guys don't understand. You guys don't. These. I wish you did. I wish you saw what I saw. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. Exactly. Your community's outside your door. But again, I've talked to people who have told me, people outside this community, who have said to me, David, you got to understand that I'm here all alone with my dog, or I'm here alone. My husband's dead, or my wife died, or whatever. I don't leave the house. I have a disorder. I can't leave the house. And you got to remember that these people, they make their lives on here. And I didn't know this until Whitty said something to me, and then I brought it to someone else's attention, and they told me the same thing. And I kept asking people the same fucking question over and over again, and they kept telling me the same thing. Not the same exact thing, but there was always a story. So I get it. But there are people here that definitely make this their life. This is the only time that they get to talk to people. And Botter, by doing what you're doing, by chasing Michelle K away, chasing Bergs away, all this stuff, that's stupid to me. The only person he doesn't chase away is G Mangoes. RICO laws. Anderson deserves better in life. He does. Absolutely. Everyone does. I don't know. Even G Mangoes. G Mangoes doesn't deserve what he's going through. Rich Life doesn't deserve what he's going through. I don't know anyone who's had a misfortune happen in their life, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, they deserve that. No. They might be douchebags. They might have put themselves in that situation, but no one deserves that. I don't think so. At least I can't say that. I can't tell you that. Who am I? Who am I to fucking say that? I can tell you that what I think about these people based on my interactions with them. G-Mango's go fuck himself. That guy's a dirty. You want to talk about dirty players, dirty pricks? That guy's a real big dirty fucking scumbag. And I'm not the only one fucking saying this. And I'm not picking on the guy either. And then all these people, what really bothers me? All these people that do the same shit, they do the same exact shit, and they complain about everyone else like it's the end of the world. Don't complain anymore. Please stop. Stop with this complaining bullshit. I've had enough. You're doing the same fucking thing as everyone else. Cut some slack sometimes. You don't have to be so fucking brutal. Oh, and Quindarius. Quindarius can burn in fag hell forever. Fucking loser. Quindarius slut. Oh, man. You know, and again, you know, you're allowed to call people names up to a certain point, right? Well, it says who? Who's making these fucking rules? Who's saying that you can call me half Asian, slanty-eyed Mexican, whatever, but you can't call Quinn a fag, or you can't call Quinn a queer? Why? Says who? The fag police? What are the fag police going to come get me? Fucking break. No one's that interested in you. And again, if you're so bent out of shape about your sexuality and what people think about your fucking perversions, right? You got bigger problems, dude. You got bigger problems. You can't say that. You can't do this. Dude, grow up. Say whatever you want. If you listen, someone calls you a name and you respond to it, that's your fault. I respond to noodles, all right? I respond to that because I'm playing this character. If someone came up to me on the street and said, "Hey, Noodles," I would say, "Hey, yeah, my name is David. How are you? Nice to meet you." If someone fucking whistles at me like a fucking dog, I'm not turning around. Don't respond to these fucking names. Don't respond to these people. That's what big boys do. Oh. It's 4:30. I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully Pete wakes up soon so I can FaceTime her. And I know the thing that drives me crazy, right? Is I know most of you guys think like this. I know most of you think like this, and everyone's just afraid to say it. Everyone's afraid to complain about it, and I get it. You don't want to do that. And again, guys, we're not at the dinner table. This isn't fucking dinner discussion. It's not like you've invited me out to fucking dinner. We're at a nice restaurant, and I'm talking fag talk. I'm talking blowjobs. I'm talking all shit. We're on a fucking live stream, so don't give me shit. You're on a live stream listening to a guy named Noodles. The way people react to me and fucking call me out, it's like we're having dinner with the president or something. Yeah, LGBTQ dinner party. Imagine that. That's right, secret text messenger. And these people love to jump on it. They love to jump on it. This is why I truly believe what's going on with G Mangos and the racist talk. I mean, call him out for it. He definitely said it. He definitely said it. And he denies it. Throw it in his face. I mean, I'm sure there's some things that I've said that I don't remember saying, and if I said it, prove it to me. And again, you're going to be arguing with a guy named Noodles on the internet. You're not coming to the David Boldo channel. I don't know. I thought to myself the other night, I said, David, where are you going to be in 20 years? And I said, I don't know. I had a conversation with myself, all right? So this is what you people who believe that Jesus Christ was God. So Jesus Christ is talking to himself, right? So I'm talking to myself, and I'm asking myself questions. And I don't know. But I know where I want to be, right? And I know there's a possibility that something might happen along the way, but I got to be honest with you guys, all right? Any one of you who's ever taken a risk in life by maybe going somewhere and wanting to start a new life somewhere, if you're in a hotel room, right, trying to make it, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you keep making up excuses for why you're in a hotel room, living, and now you got no way out, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. And you can't blame people for it. You can't be blaming the system. You can't be blaming your parents. You can't be blaming anything like that. There are a lot of people out there that are willing to give you a chance. You just got to open up your mouth. All right? You got to remember, I opened up my mouth, and every single time I open up my mouth, right, and ask people, say, hey, listen, are you hiring here? Are you hiring? You know anything about it? No. Well, why don't you come in for an interview? You go in for an interview. You explain your situation. You don't call the guy dude or bro or hey, what's up, man? You don't say that, Craig. Someone eventually is going to give you a friggin' shot. But when you constantly wake up every morning, you're just going to get coffee, going to the park. I did that. I did that, dude. I fucking did that exact fucking thing. When I got laid off, all right, I did that exact same thing. You know what happened? I started getting fucking scared. I started getting these panic attacks. I'm like, fuck. I was, at the time, I had nothing to worry about. I had nothing to worry about. I was getting my unemployment, and I was getting the fucking the bailout money on top of it. Nothing to play. I was waking up every morning, going to the fucking park, hanging out with my dog, drinking coffee. I started smoking cigarettes again. I was having the best time of my life. And I wasn't the only one. There was a lot of people. All right. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, fuck, can't do this all every day. Something's got to change. I started making phone calls. And I found a job that was going to pay me the exact amount of money that I was making at this other place. Craig, you can do that too. You don't have to fucking work at a freaking Home Depot. You don't have to fucking deliver, whatever. You can do whatever you want, dude. I'm just telling you. Why do you want to live in a fucking hotel? Why are you settling for a fucking hotel? I get phone calls from Molasses all the time, and they've recently stopped, and I know why. Congratulations, Molasses, by the way. Congratulations. She would call me up and say, I think I'm going to do this. What do you think? She goes, I just applied over here. She's excited about these moves that she's going to make. Meanwhile, she's living in a hotel room. No, that's understandable. But Craig, dude, you're just getting high in a hotel room, having fun. Dude, that's not going to last forever. You're 41 years old, dude. 41. 20 more years, Craig. 20 more years. It's insane. And people's lives change overnight. I mean, I could wake up tomorrow with cancer. I don't know. Dude, I'll deal with that when that happens. Right now, I'm trying to, make life better. I'm looking for something else. You should be too, man. Oh man, I forgot what units they were working on yesterday, early riser, but the boiler guys came in, right, and they were the startup guys, and dude, I want to be honest with you, I don't know half the shit these guys fucking do or whatever, but that's the thing. Craig could get in an industry like that where they're willing to teach someone, right? But early riser, this guy will not. He thinks, I don't know if he thinks it's impossible. I don't think whatever. Early riser, I guarantee you knew nothing about this before you went in, right? I didn't know anything about it. I kind of know some stuff, but I don't know everything. You don't know everything either. This guy thinks like, yeah, early rise. You got to remember this guy. I've been dealing with this guy for fucking 30 plus years. Loser fucking attitude, loser mentality. And he doesn't have a learning disability either. I have the fucking learning disability. Do you know how many times? You know how many times I have to fucking read emails and text messages to make sure that I'm understanding it correctly? You know how badly that fucks me up in life and just in business. People look at me sometimes. They're like, did you read the same thing I did? I'm like, oh fuck. Big mistakes too, dude. And then I gotta double back and make sure that I correct them by the end of the day. I'm busting my ass. Not today, but No, the dyslexia is real, dude. Craig will tell you. Craig doesn't know it. Craig, listen. So I told you guys I never sent emails out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't start sending emails out until maybe 3 years ago. Now it's 3 years ago. You want to know why? For me to send out an email, I'd have to whip out a dictionary, look up the word to make sure that I was spelling it correctly, make sure that I was using the proper word, make sure, it would take me an hour to get through a sentence. Now I can text people and the autocorrect comes up. And now they have this awesome stuff now where you don't even have to read. All you have to do, you work on your comprehension. There's a wand that you could put over the words and it reads it for you. I didn't have that. And that's why I didn't do that. It was embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. So if you guys ask me to write you a fucking handwritten note, it's going to take me a very long time. I'm going to go on my phone, look up the word, make sure that I'm spelling it correctly. I can't do it. It's impossible for me. And even when I think I'm positive 100% that I'm putting the letters down on the paper that are supposed to be there, it gets fucked up. That's the truth. And that's why I'm not embarrassed about a lot of things. Listen, I've been embarrassed my whole life. And now another thing you guys don't know, or I've actually said this and people never picked up on, I have hearing loss. Sometimes when people say things to me, I don't hear it. And maybe when you hear me speak and I don't have an accent and my words maybe are a little long the way I pronounce things, because I'm trying to pronounce them so that you don't understand. I'm working 3 times harder than the average person on everything because of my neurological disorder, that is dyslexia, and now my hearing loss. All right. And this guy's in a fucking hotel room, no fucking problem whatsoever. Except his fucking attitude. He's got an attitude fucking problem. That's why he's in a fucking hotel. People say, why do you go to sleep? Why do you go to sleep at fucking 9 o'clock at night? I have to read submittals sometimes. All right, let me tell you something. I read a fucking paragraph, and it's like reading a novel. I'm exhausted. You guys don't know. You know what? You're very lucky. All right. You guys are very lucky that you don't have this disorder. And you know what? Shame on you for not being more successful. Because I'm telling you right now, if I didn't have this shit, I wouldn't. I'm telling you right now, I'd be blowing I would have been Donald Trump. I would have been fucking president already. I would have been fucking dictating to you guys what to do. Just like in that movie, The Godfather, when he's like, I'm smart. No, but seriously, that holds me back. It's not a confidence builder. Let me put it to you that way. Yeah, exactly, early riser. Exactly. Any HVAC company would hire a guy like that as a helper. If a guy shows some initiative, he'd be a licensed HVAC tech within a year or two. And you got to remember that they're investing time and money. And I told them this. That's what they're there to do, dude. They want to make money off of you. there's one thing, there's one thing you guys don't, maybe you guys don't realize this. When I go to a job, right, and I'm sitting out there and there's nothing going on, you know how much money they make off me? They're making over $300 an hour off me. They don't care as long as I'm fucking there. I get a little piece of that. These companies make a lot of money off of you. They're willing to teach you. Trust me, Craig. And the guy's out in Florida, by the way. I mean, how could you not get involved with a business like that? You'd be swamped. You'd be crying every night because you'd be making so much money, all the overtime. Oh, I never have a chance to go home and jerk off. I just go home and eat, and then. Unreal. Unfucking real. Street Life, I wish I was a speed reader, dude. I wish. Math fucks me up. Numbers fuck me up. Letters. The only thing that, like, I'm very I'm okay with shapes and colors and all that stuff. I don't have a problem with that. In fact, when I navigate through the city, I don't navigate off streets. I navigate off of landmarks because I'll forget the name of streets. If you start telling me what street to go down, by the third street, I'll forget what you just said. If I don't write it down and I don't have it fucking right in front of my face, my brain's working like 1,000 miles a minute. Very fast. I have a very fast, active brain. Just like Albert Einstein. Just like Jeff Bezos. The only difference is that they're a little bit better at reading. And writing down stuff like E equals MC squared or some bullshit. That's how it works now. You don't need to go to school. The job is the school. There are not enough techs, so you learn on the job. Exactly. Easy ride, early riser. I've told this guy that. All right. I told this guy that. I went on Indeed with him. I looked at fucking jobs. You know why he didn't want to take the job? Because it was out in fucking where the fuck was he? Cape Coral, that city right next to Cape Coral, where the fuck it is. He didn't want to go there. He didn't want to drive out there. What a bitch. What a fucking bitch. He didn't want to drive out there, but he'll ask his fucking mother for money. Dude, I'm the same way, Street Life. It sucks. I've been watching you for about 3 hours without saying a word, and I can't believe you are still going. Well, I got a lot on my mind, man. You are really a windbag, brother. Yeah, that's right. Today I am. I feel like I've gotten a lot of rest. I took a very long nap yesterday. Long nap. Nick, John won't stop talking about your wife, man. Won't stop talking about your wife. I'm like, dude. I'm like, John, listen. Don't fall for that trap. Don't fall for that trap. Nick, I know what you're doing. Don't. I'm telling you, Nick. The guy won't stop talking about her now. Thanks for pointing out the hypocrisy earlier about how these people treat me like they are ready to come out. Yeah. You know what, Nick? Though they love it. They love it as much as they say they hate it. They love it. I think Magda lives off of it. No, and again, man, they've already picked sides, Nick. They've already picked sides a while ago, and it's like, if someone's wrong, point. I mean, I don't have a problem pointing it out, or someone saying like, "Hey, you were wrong about this." All right, but dude, they're picking and choosing. They're ignoring other people and just fucking picking on others. I don't like it. There's nothing I can do about it, but. Except talk about it, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god. So I've had this thing. Let me see if I can show you. I had this thing underneath my eye for about 2 months. I don't know what the fuck it is. Pete said she knew what it was. It's no big deal. But let me see if I can show you guys. It's kind of freaking me out. There's like this white thing right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you guys see it? No. It's like right here. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's been freaking me out. And the reason why it's freaking me out is I gotta show you guys something else. Yeah, you saw the secret text messenger? Alright, so I also got this thing on my nose. It's a growth. As you guys know, I have the thing on my cheek. I have a thing in the back of my head. And I just recently saw a video where a guy had a similar thing. It turned out to be cancer. And they removed like a big chunk of his fucking nose. And now I think I'm starting to get one on the other side. So I gotta start getting checked out. And then plus I got, dude, this sucks, man. Now I gotta get my prostate checked again. Like, what a hassle. Secret text messenger, can you see what that might be? I don't know what the fuck that is. I just hope I don't get any more. And I'm like, I've tried to like squeeze it to see if anything came out. Yeah, I know, siblings, so I know. So I've had this thing on the side of my nose since I was like 20. And I don't know. What did you say? Wait, hold on, secret text messenger. I'll show you. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Michael? Who the fuck is Michael? Okay. Hey, David, I spoke with Ed earlier. We may need you to give Michael a hand tomorrow tracing a wire at the Dumbo campus right around the corner from J Street. All right, well, I don't know what the fuck that is. Who the fuck is Michael? An oil gland? Grease ball? No. I just don't want them removing like fucking a quarter of my nose. That's the worst. I mean, you ever see like burn victims? It's not so much that their face is burned; it's the fact that they're missing a nose. Like that's one day. That's how they fucked up. You know, when they tried to do the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, they burnt off the guy's nose. Like that made it, you know, I didn't even watch it. I was like, ugh, I don't even want to see that remake. Like growing up, you always thought that burn victims look like Freddy Krueger. Well, guess what? They don't. Milia? It's a cyst? Can I cut it out? Fucked up things. I want to take a pin to my by my eyeball. You know? And like I can't really feel it when I rub my finger. I mean, I kind of feel it, but it's annoying. What do burn victims look like if not Freddy Krueger? No, they don't look. They miss their noses burn off, and then they miss their fingers burn off. They're always missing their fingers. They're missing their lips are gone. Well, some of them keep their lips. I think they get like some whatever. Their eyelids sometimes burn off, which is weird. Oh my god, man. Isn't there a boy nurse that can check that out for you? I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm getting secret text messenger involved in this. What I need is Pete. I need a helper and a groomer. I was telling Pete about this. I was like, Pete, listen, I got hair coming out of my ears, my nose, off of my nose. I'm getting extremely long eyebrows now that just come out of nowhere, etc. That's a painful... Dude, tell me about it, man. Nick, I can't imagine. I can't imagine what the... No. They say that, I guess, you see people die from smoke inhalation before they would die of the burning, but what about those people that get set on fire with gasoline? You know? Fuck. It's terrible. And you ever see the kids like that, the children that get all burnt up? I don't like that, man. I mean, no, I don't like anyone getting burnt up, but like, fuck. There was this guy I was watching on YouTube, this video, this woman, they were newlyweds, and they were outside their camper or something like that, and the husband was trying to get the fire started, so he threw some gasoline in the fire, and it fucking blew up in his wife's face, burnt like the whole upper part of her body, and he fucking leaves her. He fucking leaves her. He burns her, disfigures her, and then just fucking leaves her. Like, holy shit, man. And then there was this documentary called Crazy Love, right? Where this Jewish beauty queen gets involved with this weird fucking club owner, right? And this guy really wants her bad, and she's like, you know what, you're married. And he's like, well, yeah, I'm going to get a divorce, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, until you get a divorce, I'm not going to hook up with you. All right, I don't know if any of you guys seen it. It's called Crazy Love. Anyway, he ends up fucking going to her house with a fucking a cup of acid. Rings the doorbell. When she answers the door, he throws it in her fucking face and blinds her. I think he threw lye in her face or something like that. Fucking blinds her. And he ends up marrying her. They're still married to this day. And I thought to myself, I'm like, dude, even if Pete was missing half of her face, I would still be in love with this girl. Like, you can't marry someone without being in love with them. You can't. Because terrible things can happen. like a fucking fire. I don't think she believes me. I truly love this girl, and I think even if something like that was this is why, you know, I try to tell Pete all the time, like, you don't understand, Pete. Like, I'm a ride or die type guy. I'm either with you or I'm not. I'm nowhere near you. Trust me. I'm in 100% or no percent. Noodles doesn't. David doesn't give relationships 50% or 20% or anything like that. I'm telling you, if I'm interested in you, that means that there's a possibility I'm going to marry you. I don't care about sex. I mean, I do care about sex, but I'm not, you know, I'm not in it for sex, because I know when I'm 80 years old, no offense, Pete, but I don't think I'm going to be attracted to you like that. I want to be attracted to you because you're funny, because, you know, you're a great person and I could talk to you. I don't want to be 80 years old being like, fuck, I gotta be with this fucking bitch. I want to go fuck a hot chick. I don't want to fuck some old saggy pussy. I'm gonna be honest with you, Pete. I don't think we're gonna be having any sex when we're 80. I'm sorry. You think so? That's right, early riser. That's absolutely right. Oh, fuck. All right. It's 5 o'clock. I gotta go get dinner. I gotta go home. I gotta clean the house. I'll talk to you guys later.